now that I have come here, naona watu wengi ni marafiki wangu hapa. Saa zingine mnanipigia simu. I want you to be my mentor. Mukonji, if we had time, angewaambia the same. Sometimes you put us in an awkward situation. When you tell somebody, nataka ukuwe my mentor. Okay, what do you mean by that? I want you to si tunaongea, tumekuja hapa tusaidiane. When you tell a leader you want to be a mentee, okay, what do you want that leader to do? Okay, ukuje ofisi, tuongee, nikupe my story hapo, then you go home feeling very nice in your heart. You are motivated. Guys, that is not mentorship. Mentorship happens on the ground. It does not happen in offices, which ukiingia iko na carpet na iko na fan inawapigia air hapo. If you want Mukoji to be your mentor, wewe unasoma kwa PA wake, anaenda ground siku gani? Go and observe what he does. And there is no coincidence, guys. There is no coincidence. If you look the sequence, myself here, our current governor has been my friend since he was a councillor. Both of us, in I think some election back then, we participated, both of us, directly in the campaign of our former MP called Genye Kariuki. We participated, sio selfie, that uko. Is it a coincidence that both of us participated in Genye Kariuki's campaign? Genye Kariuki himself had participated in Kenneth Matiba's campaign. Myself, I participated in our current governor's campaign when he was vying to be MP for Kiharu. And now I am here as MP for Kiharu. Can you see that sequence? Kenneth Matiba was our MP. One person who was a youth winger in his campaign served as our MP. I am here with our current governor, having also been part of the youth wingers of that MP, who became an MP. Our governor became MP, and I'm now MP. It's not a coincidence. So what I'm telling you, if you do an analysis currently in Parliament, you realize a sizable population of current MPs, senators, even MCAs, who are either PAs of MPs, CDF committee member of an MP, even a bodyguard of an MP. One for Kitui was a bodyguard of the MP. What does that tell you? Learning not from books, learning practically by observing, by doing. The second thing, now you are aspiring to be MP, MCA. Do you even understand the MCA, kazi ya MCA ni gani? Si tunasema tufunguliane roho hapa kusaidiane. You go to Mukoji, you tell Mukoji, nataka nivae kiti ya MCA. Mukoji anakuuliza, what do you want to achieve? Mheshimiwa, mimi nataka nijenge barabara ya rami kutoka pale ena igie mpaka Kidhemu. Na nataka kwanza ikuwe highway standards. Okay, it's a good maono. But do you think that person understands the role of an MCA? Understand the role of the position you are seeking. If you are seeking to be MP, there is CDF. First of all, be very clear-minded. Clear-minded. What do you actually want to do with CDF? Then, learn from the best practices. Sisemi ukiingia sahi. And I'll tell you the reason. When you are talking before people in a village, in a baraza umepewa nafasi uongee, those parents of ours and our brothers and sisters seated there listening to you, wako hapo, mwenye ako nyuma, mwenye ako mbele, wanakuangalia tu hivi wakikugrade. And they are not grading you by how you are wearing. They are grading you by the depth of the knowledge you have in terms of your responsibilities. So as an aspirant, learn from the best practices of the position you want to occupy, so that you are actually walking around here as an aspirant, but in terms of capacity, you are better than you are sitting MP now. That in decision making, If you are given that position today, within the next 100 days, people will know they have a different MP. But what do? Tunajiweka kwanza kutafuta kiti without knowing it is actually self-feeding. For you to capacitate yourself to be the best MP when you are an aspirant, you are actually also polishing yourself to be the better of all the candidates. So it is self-feeding. But also, you will not waste time. And I tell you, positions you occupy, people decide whether they are taking you back the first 2 years. Ebu jaribu kuangalia kwenu hata kwa MP. Kuna MP mlifukuza. In the first 2 years, you knew harudi na hakurudi. Because the first 2 years you set the pace, and it's the same first 2 years that you are learning. Ati ofisi ya CDF inakuanga wapi? CDF inaweza cheka dispensary. CDF inaweza hamisha mto. Can we relocate the river using our CDF money? That is the time ati unaelewa vitu kama hizo. Be a leader in waiting. Public speaking is an issue that I should not emphasize. Sometimes you think public speaking is only the confidence to hold a mic. Public speaking is more than that. It is talking to the heart, even as you talk to the mic. The beauty about it, it is something that you can learn. But you don't learn from books. You can read all the John Maxwell books on public speaking. But you have to learn on the job. And it starts, hapo, Pidon alikuwa praise and worship. You know how to hold the mic. You know when to shout. You know when to talk in a low voice. Those things count. The other thing, in summary, don't fear to visit areas. What do I mean? Like in my functions in Kiharu, when I'm launching major projects, there are some guys I see from Kisii. They have never missed my major functions. So in the back of my mind, huwa anajua, hawa watu ni wajaja sana. Because anakuja hata haogei, but they are my friends, they were student leaders. So they come and sit and they observe. Kama hata siko, unasikia wako Kiharu. Wanaangalia vile tunafanya kabro, vile tunafanya tiles. Huyo jamaa unampea kiti ya MP, the first 1 year, he has already gained his next 10 years. Because he already understood what he wants. And anaingia kwa vishido. So there is no time wasting and resource wasting. I want to talk something about mentorship I've mentioned. I don't want to repeat because I don't want to tire you. Campaigning versus governing. It is what I've been talking about. All of us here, and you can attest, is about the seat you want. And I can tell you, even myself, the reason why I become tamed in talking about ambitions is because I have realized in Kenya, it is better to spend your time in making you a leader, in making yourself a leader in waiting in any position, than spending time kuchora. Nitagusha huyu ndio nifike pale, alafu nitaenda hapa nichongoe huyu dionekane hivi. No. Polish yourself, be a leader. I guarantee you, you will never struggle to start out. You will never struggle. Yani utaenda mkutano uko na t-shirt, na majamaa wamevaa tai na suti, but unapewa 1 minute, and you'll start out and you'll get that position. Differentiate campaigning and governing. Do not think you'll learn how to govern when you're already occupying a position. You will not. Why? Because but the process of seeking for that position, people are also looking for qualifications of a person who already understands how to govern. And therefore, you can't exhibit how you are going to govern if you are not already polishing yourself on how to govern. Utakuwa unaenda, unapewa mic. Hai, hey, ha, asanteni sana, nimepita hapa, nini, unakaa. Jamaa mwingine anapewa mic na mnashindana kiti moja. Mimi naitwa hivi, shule hii yetu hapa, nafanya hii, nimefanya data. We have 67 primary schools here. Mimi wadosi wangu, nimefanya calculations. I need this kind of amount of money for all of them to look like academies, including tiling. And that takes only 1.5 of our CDF. Hey, mtu wako hapo, akifikiria umemaliza, unaenda next. We have 27 day secondary schools in our constituency. Na mimi wazazi naelewa shida mnapitia, because even me, my own parent alipitia hiyo. Na nimefanya calculations that out of our 6,700 learners in our day secondary schools, and you are citing correct data, we need this kind of money to reduce school fees from this to this much. You as a voter listening to that guy, what comes to your mind? Don't you want to be that guy now, informing that to the voter? Tuna raise bar ya leadership, because Kenya najua itabadilika. I am certain about that. Lakini we will not buy. Unapewa mic kama kijana, unasema vitu mbili tatu, unakaa. And let me tell you, sometimes we take voters for granted. That's something I have come to appreciate. The current voters, wale unaenda kwa baraza, ati unafikiria umetoka Nairobi uko na maneno, huyu wako pale nyuma ni retired teacher, amekaa hapo. Huyu amekaa ile kona ni retired nurse. Uko hapo ukiwapea porojo. Wewe ukienda wanaachwa wakielimisha watu on how ignorant you are on matters. Don't want to be that person. It does not harm you to know your constituency so well that munaenda baraza na you are sitting MP and you know the constituency needs better than them. It doesn't harm you. Kitu kidogo sana, kwani itakuteka hata unit mbili. Ile ulisoma nyinyi mumeenda campus. Umesoma 4 years psychology. You can't take a week to know your constituency and you are seeking for such a high position. That's what I'm talking about, guys. The other thing, now tumekuja kwa campaign. Because I agree governing is important, but you can only govern when you occupy a position. And that is why I support my brothers and sisters in civil society, yes, but I think it's also better to step in the field itself, so that even as we put the government into order, especially our brothers and sisters in the civil society, we also actually come to the front line, that we can do things better. Kama nasema kitu? Nasema nini? Ati kitu. What was I saying? Unajua Mkoji alisema nilimzushia 100,000, nikaona neighbor